Welcome to Open House at Vanier College. My name is Lourdes Miana and I teach geography here at the Department of Social and Cultural Sciences. I was also a student here many moons ago, but I still remember how confusing it all felt at first. I normally get to meet you up on the third floor, and sadly we can't do that this fall. I'm sure you have all kinds of questions about our program and our majors options, so we prepared a brief presentation to familiarize you with our program and to help you make the best choice. So let's begin. Why do we want a DEC in social science and commerce? Social science and commerce is a pre-university program. It's a two-year pre-university program that opens the doors in university to a number of different disciplines and study areas that you can see on this slide, anything from psychology, social work, philosophy, law, journalism, a whole slew of different disciplines that are open to you in university when you walk in with your social science and commerce DEC. The social science and commerce program consists of 29 courses. Half of them are general education courses, which are courses every CSHEP student takes no matter what their program. And that consists of 4 English courses, 3 humanities, 3 physical education, 2 French, and 2 complementary courses. Complementary courses being courses that are outside of your program. The other half of your courses are social science courses in disciplines. So disciplinary courses, 12 of them, and 3 that are methodology courses. The 12 social science courses, social science and commerce courses are listed here. These are the different what we call disciplines, so students can delve into a number of these different disciplines in their CSHEP career. We can't take more than 4 in any one discipline because the idea is to become familiar with the social science as a broader field. So anthropology, commerce, economics, geography, history, political science, philosophy, psychology, religious studies, sociology, these are what we call the disciplines in the social science and commerce program. These 12 social science courses are further divided into different levels. What we call the prerequisites, which are the 100-level courses, and these are your introductory courses. The 200 levels, which are called analysis courses, 300 application courses, and 1 course in the enrichment category. So we have a total of 6, 3, 2, and 1 courses that compose the 12 disciplinary courses. And you'll see that in green, we have the 3 that are compulsory courses to all social science and commerce students: History of Western Civilization, Macroeconomics, and Introduction to Psychology. Social science and commerce students are also going to learn how to do social science research. And we teach this by an offering of 3 different methodology courses: quantitative methods, which is an introduction to statistics; research methods, which is an introduction to different methods of data collection and analysis in the social sciences; and an integrative project, which is sort of a capstone project at the end of your DEC to demonstrate your understanding of social science research. There are a number of program options that students will have to decide which they are interested in. You can just take a general social science DEC, or you can major. Likewise, you can just take a commerce DEC, or you can major in a particular commerce major. We also have a social science that includes more math than the regular general social science profile. We have a social science in English and French for students who are interested in maintaining both languages and staying fresh in them. And of course, we have a couple of double DECs. So let's take a look at what some of these majors are about. In social science, there are 5 different majors. for different interest groups: law and society, psychology major, international studies, sports and leisure studies, and child studies. And in commerce, there are two majors: entrepreneurship and international business. Essentially, they all have the same requirements. There is no additional requirement to enter into a social science major. They really are only profiles, and they allow us to tailor the course selection to special interests. So students are in a cohort with others who share this interest, and students ultimately they receive a certificate attesting their major. So the best place to start is to look at what a general social science deck would look like in terms of the 12 social science courses. And so this is the grid that you're seeing here that I've shown before. And so you have your 6 prerequisite courses. You can't take a 200 or 300 level unless you've got the prerequisite in that particular discipline. But as you can see, of these 12 courses, the 3 that are compulsory are going to be compulsory in any major, but then you've got a choice of 9. And so the general social science deck is a good choice for students who really like to make their own choices about what courses they want to take and to explore if they don't have any already established interests that they know they want to go into. This is where I would recommend that those students go to a general social science. This here is the Law and Society major grid. And as you can see, there's less choice about the courses that students will take. They only actually choose 5 of those courses. The rest of them are courses that they are pre-registered into. So this is the profile that was selected for students who think that they might be interested in going into any kind of law or justice field. Doesn't have to be as a lawyer, but anything that has to do with law and justice issues. So they take Intro to Poli-Sci so that they can then take Politics of Quebec and Canada and possibly International Relations if that's their orientation. They also take an Intro to Sociology so that they can also take Crime and Punishment if that's their interest, and eventually they also do an Underground Economy, which is an economics course about the black market. They do a special English course themed for law and society as well. So that's part of their general education where they also get to get together in a course that is themed for them. The psychology major has a lot of choice in it. As we said before, you can only take 4 courses in any one discipline. But what the psychology major does to prepare students for psychology at the university level is they have a choice to take a human biology course and an advanced statistics course. And they also do together as a major a 200 level psychological disorders course, and they do their research methods together, the second of those 3 methodology courses. They do that one together as a group in psychology because they have different methods in research than other social scientists. The Sports and Leisure Studies major was designed for students who have an interest in sport and want to combine it with their academic deck. And so as you can see, there's not a lot of choice in the number of courses because in fact we have created a lot of these courses specifically for this major in several different disciplines. So we have the anthropology of sports and leisure, and we have the geography of recreation, sports psychology, sociology of sports. And these are the courses that they would be pre-registered into. They also take an advanced course in physical education that emphasizes fitness leadership. And this program was designed to fit in with the Concordia University Applied Human Sciences programs, which offer BAs in human relations, recreation and leisure studies, and therapeutic recreation. And so some of these courses will actually be considered the equivalent of the introductory courses at Concordia if they students ended up going to applied human sciences with this major. Child Studies was developed for students who are interested in working with children in the future, either in the field of education, social work, psychology, or simply are interested in developmental issues in children. It is a program that has, again, only 4 choices. The rest are decided and students are pre-registered into them: developmental psychology, sociology of the family, and the psychology of learning, memory, and intelligence. They also, in their general studies, do an English course together that is themed for child studies, usually a children's literature course. International Studies major is designed for students who think that they might like to work eventually in some kind of international capacity. And so the emphasis here is to give them a really good idea, a global idea of social science themes. So we designed courses for them as well. Global Challenge, which is about challenges in the environment, and in sustainability. That's a geography course. Race and Racism in anthropology, international economic relations, and we introduce them to religious studies as well. All of these are intended to give them a good global perspective of the world and give them ideas about where they could use their studies to work in some international capacity. The social science with math was designed for students who wanted to be able to do at least 3 math courses within their social science deck, which isn't possible in the setup under general social science. So this one was designed for students who don't really know at this point where exactly they want to go at the university level, but they want to keep their doors open to be able to do, for example, a business career after they've left with a social science deck. So this major allows them to do their calculus 1 and 2 and their linear math within their deck, and gives them a choice then of a number of commerce and social science courses. So they do end up having 4 of these choices. They take an introductory business, the fundamentals of business, and then they take their 3 maths, and from there they choose the rest of their courses. For social science students who would either like to maintain their bilingualism or enhance their English or their French, or simply not lose either of those 2 languages as they go off to college, we've designed a social science deck that is in conjunction with our sister college, Collège Saint-Laurent, and where students do some of their courses in English at Vanier and some of their courses in French at Collège Saint-Laurent. And so what you see here in green are the courses that they do in Collège Saint-Laurent, and in yellow the ones that they do at Vanier. So they do their QM, as you can see, quantitative methods en sciences humaines. That's their quantitative methods course, one of their 3 methodologies they will do in French. They also take not only the 2 French courses everybody takes, but their 2 complementary courses are also French courses. And finally, they do their physical education also at Collège Saint-Laurent. So that's it for the social science majors. Now let's look at commerce. Commerce is also a social science in the social science program, but it has quite a different profile. As you can see there, again, there are fewer choices. basically you've got three choices. You're doing an introduction to business, fundamentals of business, and you're getting your three maths. And again, this is necessary if you want to go on to business school at the university level. And then they do a combination of marketing and accounting courses. And in the advanced 400 level, they have a choice of different kinds of scales of commerce courses, from international to local entrepreneurship choices. So this is in preparation for university School of Business. And you'll notice that there's one fewer course. It's not 29, it's 28. The reason being, that's true about any deck that has three maths in it, because math courses are longer. So there's one fewer course here in the commerce deck. This is just the general commerce deck. Now we can go and look at what the majors are. The International Business Commerce Deck is for people who want to go into commerce, but also want to do international business, not just local business. And so this one is designed to give them, as usual, their three maths, but then they are taking courses that are global in nature. So you've got your global marketing, and you're managing international organizations. And they're taking a special English course for international business. So it is more oriented toward the global. Again, there's, in this case, very little choice. They are all chosen for you, and you are pre-registered into them. The major in entrepreneurship is a more recent major that was designed for students who wish to become entrepreneurs. Many of our students, in fact, come from families that have businesses, and they may be interested in continuing or enhancing those businesses as part of their academic development. And so again, we've got our three maths here, but instead of the global orientation, the marketing for entrepreneurship and the 400 level entrepreneurship course emphasizes that local flavor. The research methods are also, this is the second of the three methodology courses. They are doing this together as well as their integrative project. So they get to work very, very closely with each other, especially because it's not usually a very large group. So they get a lot of special attention. Whether you're in a major or you're just doing a general social science or commerce deck, you can also be in the honors program. And you can't apply to the honors program from high school. You have to have come in for at least one semester. You're taking, or for one semester, you're taking 6 to 7 courses in that semester. You have to take that many to be able to apply for this. And if you can maintain an average of 80% in that first semester, then you can join the honors group. And so honors students are registered in certain courses together. So they do certain courses, especially the methodologies, together, and inspire each other to continue to do well. Finally, we also offer what we call double decks. And these are 3-year programs rather than 2-year programs. So the same number of general studies courses, but you're adding a year in order to combine 2 different fields into one deck. So we have social science combined with music, and we have science and social science, which is really a commerce option. So 3-year programs. Now I'll show you very quickly a couple of grids just to give you some idea of how these double decks function. This is a 3-year grid, and without paying too much attention to the specifics, I've highlighted here everything in yellow. These are the music courses, whereas everything in blue are the social science courses. So you could see that, in fact, we're talking here about 6 semesters, and you're getting really sort of a half and half with the same number of general education courses as a single deck, but with more social science and music courses, more courses outside of your general studies than you would get in a 2-year deck. This is especially designed for students who have a great love of music or who are musicians and wish to combine that with their academic education. The Science and Social Science double deck is a commerce option, and again I've highlighted the yellow as courses that, other than the maths, are science courses, and the maths are both science and commerce courses, and the blue are commerce courses. So again, this is a 6-semester plan, and it's for students who have not yet decided whether they want to go on in university into science or into commerce and wish to have both options open. The Social Science and Commerce program runs a social science resource center which provides free tutoring by social science students. So students who do well in different disciplines are scheduled to be there at different times, and students who need help can come in and request help from our student tutors. A very popular program, and given the circumstances at the moment, we are continuing to offer it on Zoom. And finally, in the spirit of opening up young minds to many, many ideas, we have for many years now given a special social science festival that we organize every fall. And it's a week of speakers that come from outside and inside to talk about all kinds of themes in social science and commerce. And again, given the circumstances of this year, we are nonetheless going to carry on and have our Social Science Festival, but now it will indeed be a cyber festival carried out on Zoom as well. So that wraps up this presentation. I hope some of your questions have been answered and some things that were not clear have become clear. I hope you have a very wonderful day and that this helps you to decide what you want to do when you come to CSHEP.